like soccer team.
I mean, penetrated by multiple rich niggas.
Probably. Most of them, at least.
Because then that makes the sense for, like, the celebrity dude or celebrity who, like, wipes her husband's up a normie.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a regular person who's like, oh, you know, you've been living your regular life, working your 9 to 5. You don't have a lot of time to get out there and get fucked in. But when you send her just on Instagram and you're just a fitness model.
Like what?
Like, I have nothing against fitness models. Nothing. I mean, I'm a fat motherfucker, so obviously I don't watch them. But it is the fact that, like, a woman can work out a person, not even a woman. Hey, let me take this back and not even make it a sex thing. Because I see some of them niggas, too, who would just work out in their living room. And it's just like, yeah, watch me work out. You can work out, too. Work out with me. And I'm like,
who does that?
That's lazy as... That's... As weird as it is to say that, that's lazy as fuck. You don't go get a job at the gym. You nothing. You just in your house. You set up your camera. You're like, guys, watch me do these curls. I do 10 curls. Do 10 curls with me. Woo! Like, subscribe.
Yeah, but I mean, you still gotta. I don't think it's that. I don't know. If you're gonna call that lazy, then I think that all of these influencers, what they do is kind of lazy. Now, I do know. I'm sure they have to plan. You know. Business market, they got to put money into it because, you know, now you need different exercise clothes. Now you need weights. Now you need your living room to look nice. So people want to come back and watch you. I mean, they probably don't just, you know, freeball it. They probably don't just go out there and like, what am I going to make them do next? They probably have a routine. They probably studied these fitness workouts, you know, at least I would think so.
So here goes my thing. Here goes the flip side. We do this. This is lazy as shit.
Yeah.
I do a lot of work behind this, though. You see, I do the marketing.
We do.
I do
research.
Editing. You know? I do research.
Sound,
but at the end of the day,
everything.
That's shit I like to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and we're not trying to immediately monetize any of this. Like, this is just
So imagine you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna work out today. Like, that's already your planned goal.
Yeah.
Is to work out.
Right.
And then you just put your phone up and you say, hey guys, watch me work out. I mean, I respect the hustle.
Works for you, I guess. Man, but yeah, if you're gonna, I don't know, man. I guess it is kind of lazy. I think most of these influencers are pretty fucking lazy, though. Kind of pisses me off that these days there's such a market for just some of this shit's fucking. It's dumb. Okay, if you're gonna look, I know that Twitch is a huge thing these days, but I guess maybe just because I'm a millennial, I don't get it. I would never want to watch somebody else play a video game. I used to bug people when I was little in the toy stores. They used to have the displays. Like, if a nigga's playing too long, I'm going to tap and be like, hey, can I have a turn now? Like, I get no satisfaction from watching you and your dumbass opinion on it. But wait, there's more, because then there are people that comment on these videos of people commenting on stuff. It's like a never-ending cycle. Or people that just comment on videos that other people have made. Like, these people at least, like, made a joke or set up the camera in a weird way. Who the fuck are you, Brad? Like, you're not some... Why should I give a shit what you say? I bet a bunch of little girls watch because you got swooshy hair or some dumb shit. But I don't give a flying fucking... You make money off of this? Off of other people. You bought a camera and you just put up videos and content that other people have made and you just sit around and fucking make... You know what I mean? Like, well, no, why should I give a shit?
No, don't get me wrong. Okay, so here it goes. As I shit on all these motherfuckers, as we shit on these people,
yeah,
I will say this. There are levels to this that we do agree that is talent. Oh, also, welcome to Unwashed Opinions, everybody.
Welcome. We're back.
But, side note. So, yes, like this. What I consider this modern day radio. You know what I mean? I honestly feel like the medium of radio never will die or should never die because people should always have an opinion. There should always be a mixed opinion of views on things because, like, if we live in a world that's just watered down with everybody feeling the same thing. Like, you know what I mean? Think about it. Everybody has iPhones now. Everybody has fucking Apples, or it's Apple and Android. There's not even a selection. We turned everything into a two-party system. It's Adidas or Nike. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. We live in a country where people, I learned this recently, and it's weird when you look up shit like this. Like, we live in a country where it's like you see people with Jordans or Forces, or they have Adidas's. Not understanding that, you know what the number one selling shoe in the world is? Fucking Skechers.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass. Not even close. Skechers are the number one selling shoe in the world.
Does Skechers make Heelys, or Heelys their own company?
I can't remember who made Heelys. It might be Skechers. I don't know. But Skechers make a lot of shoes. And it's funny now that I look at it.
Really?
Now that I live.
Ass?
bro, now that I live in the world and I see these things, Skechers makes. There's a lot of people wearing Skechers, especially.
Well, I guess not all their shoes have S's on them, huh? Probably they probably make normal shoes too.
No, they're Skechers. No, this the Skechers with the S's, bro. No I'm telling you, number one selling shoe in the world. Well, of course, because we're not Skechers wearing people, but that's the thing. We only hang around other people who don't wear fucking Skechers.
True.
You know what I mean?
You're an Adidas Android type of nigga.
I'm an Adidas Android type of nigga.
I'm an
You're
iPhone,
a Nike iPhone type of nigga.
Yeah, I'm a Nike
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, you know what I mean? You have those people who have Google phones and fucking Skechers. Like, you wouldn't assume.
Fucking weirdos.
You know what I'm saying? Shit happens, man.
Weird. They got a Huawei and fucking Skechers.
You can't even get those in our country, can you?
No, I don't think you can anymore, actually.
Hey, there you go, guys. No goddamn pause. So, because I was going to say something offensive, and I was like, oh, we're on air. I should probably not say that joke, huh?
Yeah, careful there, bud.
I'm trying to get us canceled already. So, how's it been, man? How's everything going?
Not too bad, man. I took a week off drinking. You inspired me last time, man.
Thank you.
Figured, might try to get I'm getting some weight on there. I'm spending too much money. I'm kind of a dick when I'm drunk sometimes, so I figured, take a little break here, try and get some more of my priorities in order, get my house in order, and then probably go back to being a degenerate. But for now, this week's been all right. Worked hard, didn't do much. Guitar work.
Sometimes you gotta take a break and reprioritize. You know what I mean?
Definitely. That's
because
what I've been doing.
Facts. Because every now and then you get kind of like lost in the shuffle of things, and you try. Like for example, as dumb as it sounds, I recently was told by somebody that like I talked to a certain person about my dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's because this person really believes in like dream interpretation, and sometimes I just kind of like need an outside opinion of like what my dreams mean, because I think I know what they mean. You know what I mean? But I don't.
Are we talking about like on a spiritual level or like a psychological level here?
A little bit of both. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I've been having dreams about like giving money away and receiving money. So in my head, that's like, okay, something that I'm going to be doing is going to be successful. So I'll be able to receive money and give away money. Pretty straightforward, straight to the simple, right?
Yeah.
But you know how dreams don't work straightforward. It isn't just like, hey, this is what you're dreaming about. This is what your dream means. You know what I mean? Because it's never that easy. So I come to find out that the dreams of me receiving money is, hey, I feel like I'm achieving things in life that I'm really proud of myself. Hey, we started the podcast. Yeah. I have you and our other friend getting back into the studio.
Yeah.
We're buying equipment to start filming our sketches. And even though we shit on people streaming, I plan on streaming. Join my Twitch when it comes out. So, But then I find out that the dreams about giving away money, it means that I'm giving too much of myself to people. And I feel like that I'm losing my identity and a little bit of myself. And I'm like, well, fuck.
Well, maybe you just don't have a clear picture of exactly, you know what I mean, like the guy you're going to be. Maybe you might end up with some mogul manager someday. You know what I mean? Maybe you should try to put that, mental energy into the atmosphere and shit. You know what I mean? Also, that's weird. That's weird having those dreams. My dreams are fucking wild.
Facts.
It's like I wreck my car and then like have to convince somebody to take this fur coat or something. Like it's like my dreams are always just off the fucking wall.
Of course, your dreams will come off shystery.
Here, take this fur coat.
Take this fur coat. No, it's not chinchilla. I promise. It's not illegal. Just take it.
Like what the fuck? Bears trying to break into my house.
You know what I mean?
Shit. Like, oh man, it's the weirdest fucking shit.
And like I said, I
don't even do drugs.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, so I guess it's just that, like, just battling with inner turmoil lately. But it's like I said, it's nice to get back and just get your shit in order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially us, because sometimes we do get a little bit too lost in the shuffle.
I know. So much shit happens that like at some point it stops me. It's like I stop visualizing that I'm moving towards my goals, and it's like I'm just handling problem by problem. You know what I mean? So I kind of got to recollect, find a smart way to move about these problems, and continue to do what I've always wanted to do.
It's like working paycheck to paycheck, emotionally.
Instead of looking out for that raise and trying to achieve that raise, you're just like paying paycheck to paycheck. Trying to pay your bills.
Facts. Hey, listen, everybody out there, I mean, this is a weird start for us because we're usually about the jokes, haha. But honestly, focus on yourself sometimes, man. Like, literally sometimes take a step back, especially the people that we know who are listening to us, people that are close to us, people that we really care about, or even new listeners, people that we don't know. I mean, people are just coming in for the jokes. Sorry to start this off so heavy, but guys, take some time, step back, and focus on yourself every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
Realize what's important to you. Realize what you need to do to keep yourself healthy. Because if you're sick, how can you help anybody else? How can you progress in this life? You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to reach out to people you love. Reach out to even, professionals.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Don't let your baby's dad stress you out.
And don't let your baby dad stress you out and block your blessings.
Yeah, speaking of fitness models, as soon as you said fitness models, bro, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, you wanted to get there right away, right?
Renner. Oh my
Brittany
God.
Renner. Listen.
Explain to them who Brittany Renner is for those that don't know.
So, if you guys don't know, it's the legend Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner, she's a goat out here. She has been doing this for a long time. She is an ultimate nigga trap. She's a nigga trap.
Yeah.
You can be a goat in a nigga trap. You know what I'm saying?
The greatest nigga trap.
She is not the greatest nigga trap. Kim Kardashian is the greatest nigga trap of all
right
time.
About that.
But the difference between Kim but the difference between Kim and Brittany is at least Brittany has gotten Kim's gotten niggas out of jail. Yeah. Brittany is gonna send a nigga to jail one of these days.
Was she paying that dude $100,000, or he's paying her $100,000 a month in alimony and child support on a rookie contract?
Listen, man,
are you serious?
Sometimes, like,
who the fuck is she? And now she's out here on these videos on like Instagram and shit, talking about don't let your baby's dad block your blessings. Bitch, he is your blessing. What do you mean? Who are you? You're a fitness model, so basically you don't really make no money. And what was she at before that? She was like a caregiver, a Zumba instructor.
She was a CNA, probably.
I was like, no, it was less than that. It was less than that. She didn't even go to school for nothing.
Hey, man, so this is my thing.
She didn't have no formal training. None of that. You know what I mean?
Bitch, I got no formal training. What you doing? Oh, you just can put on a pair of scrubs and look nice. I mean, they be looking nice in they scrubs, though.
I just can't believe that. She's out here for real. That's crazy.
She is. Man, listen.
Super crazy.
I'm trying to figure out how to approach this sensitively. But can you really?
No,
because that is a trap. That's so dumb. You fell for it. So my thing is with PJ Washington's stupid. All right, let's stop killing her for a second because we know how scandalous that is. She's openly admitted she's scandalous, but he hasn't openly admitted that he's an idiot, and he's still being an idiot because now he's talking to more Instagram models. Well, so I'm just like, do you have a thing?
Maybe he did learn something, But I mean, how are you gonna downgrade? You know what I mean? Like obviously you're gonna go to what you know and go to what you like. Now, hopefully, this dude gets a fucking, what was that? I almost said PFA. Prenuptial agreement.
PFA.
I almost said PFA. He needs one of those on her.
Facts.
In the past, holy shit. But like $100,000 a month, though? $100,000 a month. He don't make fucking $85 million a year. Now, $10,000 a month, I feel like that's fair. Like, you didn't make $10,000 a month before you met me. And yeah, now we have a kid, and that kid should be well taken care of. I feel like you can probably figure it out for $10,000 a month. You know what I mean? You still won't have to work. Well, depending on where you live. All right, maybe 20 if they're going to live in like LA or some shit. You know what I mean?
Facts. Well, my thing, I look at this. What is the qualifications of how much it takes to raise a kid when you have people raising kids for less than that?
Yeah. That's well, I feel like
whose lifestyle are we paying for?
Look, whoever is the one that makes the actual money is the one that when you break up should continue to have the money. Like you don't get of that just because
that's 100% fair.
Like when we were one unit, then everything that's mine is yours. But if we're gonna split up, like learn how to make your own. Like this isn't the 50s. You can get a fucking job. You can be an influencer. You can support your kid. Just like everybody else out there, I don't think that either party should need money from each other at all. I think you guys are split up, so go do your own thing again. Like, what the hell is this? You dumped me or whatever the hell happened, and now I owe you for the next 18 years and alimony. That's until she gets remarried, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if she never gets remarried, like, I'm going to pay you this for the rest of your fucking life just because how long were they even married for?
Not even a year.
Not even, like, wow, bro. Wow.
Oh, it was a finesse. She came in. She worked. She came in. It was a job.
That is ridiculous.
It was a job. My thing is this. Why can't we figure out a system to where, like, we make sure these kids are getting the money? Because I have no problem taking care of my kid. And a lot of times when
Yeah.
you hear niggas talk shit, it's because they're jaded by their baby's mom. A lot of them don't have problems take care of their kids. Stress of dealing with the woman. It ain't worth it.
Right.
And that's fucked up. Take care of your kids. But like, a lot of people don't understand the flip side of like, yeah, when you're trying to be the best you can at one thing and somebody is literally trying their best to stop you from being good at that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How long are you going to keep pushing when they have the advantage? It's like pushing shit uphill. You know what I mean? How long are you going to push shit uphill until you're just like, why am I still pushing shit uphill? You know what I mean?
I can't believe. That's just, it's so sad. It's like, and how did a judge let her get away with this? Like, is there something, there's got to be something we don't know. He must have done something really fucked up or something. Like, there has to be something that we don't know. Was he, like, keeping her locked in the basement or something? Like, on some R. Kelly shit?
I'm pretty sure she was not being locked in the basement.
Yeah, right.
Look at her. You think she's being... Hold on. Let me... Ready, guys? Tell me if this right here sounds like a woman who was locked in the basement for any amount of time, being told to do anything that she didn't want to do. Because I'm just saying, doesn't sound like that to me. I do like that. Hi, though. I won't lie. Like, that's like, how do you know something didn't work out? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. You know, I can't stand her. I cannot stand this chick.
but how do you say having like multiple baby daddies is just scary? It's just crazy. It's insanity.
Yeah, like staying with, like, what? And I'm not super, like, old fashioned. Like, I don't. It's a new age. We're all young people and shit. So do what makes you happy. But I've always kind of wanted that. Like, and I know it doesn't work out a lot of the time. You know, people just get tired of each other over time. But I would really like to, like, whoever, I don't have any kids. Whoever I have a kid with, like, I hope I choose well enough, and I would like to stay with them for at least until the kids go to college. You know what I mean? Like, I'd like that kid to have two of us to rely on, like, all the time for their whole life. I don't want them to be separated between homes, going back and forth. And that shit can all work. If everybody gets along, I'm not ragging on that. Like, if it works, it works. Y'all do you. I just, like, for my personal preference, like, I would like, you know, to have, like, a little nest. You know what I mean?
Facts.
No homo, you know. I'm not trying to something all mushy here. I'm just saying, like, I want my son to have me and his mom until he's old enough not to have us anymore.
Right.
And, you know.
And that's my thing. Okay, and guys, the reason why you heard us commenting on the Brittany Renner video, but you didn't hear the Brittany Renner video, is because I'm not giving that bitch a chance to even sue me for the fucking $10 I have. You know what I mean? That's stupid. Like, you know what I mean? I try to play smart out here. I don't know. Like I said, I don't understand being rich and smashing something that everybody's already smashed. I don't know, man. I like new endeavors in life.
Yeah, why?
I like trying new things. I've never held down a job for too long not because I'm not good at things, but because I get bored and I want to try to conquer new shit.
Unless it was Selena Gomez, then I'd be totally no. Sorry. I'm sorry. I know. I don't care. Judge me. I don't care.
Selena Gomez,
Selena
really?
Gomez.
That's
Selena Gomez.
That's your line right there?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I just thought you'd have higher preferences.
Wow. Are you talking shit on the love of my life right now?
I think the person you talk to now is more attractive than Selena Gomez.
Nah, you're right.
So I was like, I mean, and I didn't even
right.
and I didn't even trying to blow up her head because I know how your woman can be.
I can't let her hear this episode.
It's not even blowing up her head. It's just that, I mean, just like Selena Gomez, this isn't all that to me. I'm just saying, my bad.
Yeah. I've always liked Selena Gomez. Yeah.
I don't know. See, and that's
I think
the
her
thing.
music's all right, too.
That's the-
Like,
you're
I don't bump it, but I still think her
No,
music's all
and
right.
you got to go harder than that. You're talking about Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez, as we know, publicly has been ran through twice.
Right. Justin Bieber and The Weeknd.
You feel me?
That's wow.
I mean, that's a lot, but I mean, that's also just two people.
That's high
I'm
taste.
talking. See, I'm talking about if I'm willing to be like, yo, I don't care how many times you've been ran through. Let me get that.
Yeah, but
it's
I
gonna be
mean-
Amber Rose.
And I could beat up both them niggas. So that would be
and that's the thing.
like, fuck them. I don't care. My dick's probably bigger anyway.
I could beat up most of Amber Rose's public exes.
Bet.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Khalifa,
the ones
smashing.
Wiz Khalifa.
Isn't he like, last video I seen of him though, he's learned how to box, putting on a little bit of muscle, bro. I don't know. Who knows? He might be bulky now. We haven't seen or heard from him.
And you know how I feel
years.
about Ye. You know how I feel about Ye. But I will make that nigga Jesus walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'll watch that nigga.
Oh my god, I forgot. I completely forgot Amber Rose and Kanye.
I'll watch Kanye.
Man, that's funny.
I watch. Oh, Wiz Khalifa. Okay, Wiz Khalifa.
Kanye can't fight.
Wiz Khalifa would wash me. I hate this. I hate to admit this shit.
You think?
That nigga is Muay Thai boxing now. That nigga is lanky as fuck. That nigga would wash me, bro. Yeah. Well, fuck him. He don't care. Like, he don't give a shit about her. She's getting tattoos on her face and shit. This nigga ain't saying shit. As long as his kids ain't involved, that nigga ain't. And like, nigga, you can have your kids. If I'm fucking banging down Amber Rose, I'm sending that nigga's kids to him every weekend. Like, get the fuck out of here. She don't want her weekends, nigga. Fuck out of here. No, bro.
Imagine how annoying that kid would be when he's around you. Like, if he didn't like you, he wouldn't think you was shit. His daddy's a rap star.
That's true.
Be like, you ain't shit, nigga. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna. When you
imagine
turn
that
18,
nigga, right?
When you turn 18,
no, imagine that nigga being a teenager all up in your face. Him and his boys show up. We them boys, and I'm like, yo,
oh man,
get the fuck out of here. Yo, look, my thing is, yeah, I would get washed by Wiz. I was gonna try to make some clever retort. No, that nigga would wash me. Yo, Wiz, if you ever hear this shit, which you probably never will, because hey, listen, we're gonna blow up, but you ain't gonna go this far back. That's fine. Fuck you. So you ain't even from Pittsburgh. We from Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you ever do, nigga, if you ever listen to this, if you're listening to this right now, Wiz, somehow, someday, just want to let you know, you fucking have sucked since, like, Prince of the City 2, bro. I don't know what the fuck you did. You smoked too much weed. Weed's cool, bro, but it's not that cool. All right? Except unless you're, like, a 14-year-old white girl. Whoa. It's not that cool. Can you do one verse, maybe, even? Like, in all the years that you were rapping that did not have one line in it about weed, you know what I mean? Even in that song that everybody likes about dead friends or whatever, you know, it's been a long time. Even that, there's a line in it that he talks about, like, rolling a blunt or something. I'm like, come on, bro. This song, I don't even like the song, never did. I thought it was sappy. But I was like, oh, like, this is a thoughtful verse from Wiz, a heartfelt verse from Wiz for once. And then he starts talking about, like, oh, here comes rolling weed. Like, we get it, bro. You smoke weed. So do we. So does everybody on the fucking planet Earth.
PSA announcement. I do not agree with Kone.
Yeah.
Weed can be about everything, and everything can be about weed. Weed is the universe. Come into the twilight zone.
Not. Y'all smoke too much weed, I swear.
What?
Yeah. And y'all know me. Anyone that's listening to this and knows me knows that I do not smoke weed all like that. Like, y'all are some potheads. You're just consistently smoking weed. I'm like, oh my God. How do you function?
Listen, I didn't know he was going to become this guy, guys. Listen, I didn't know he was going to stop drinking and to become like, oh, listen here, you goddamn degenerates. Yeah. You're out here smoking your reefers and drinking your alcohols.
You need Jesus.
You need Jesus. Oh, well, you ain't shit.
Nah, that's cool. Y'all can do what you want. I'm just saying, Wiz Khalifa just talks about fucking weed too much. That's why I stopped listening to him. Like, Pittsburgh Sound, bro, that shit banged. That shit slapped. Grow Season album, and even that's about weed, but still, like, it was like normal rap. It was about, you know,
Kush?
money,
And
street
Orange
shit,
Juice was
being
fire.
fly. Dude, there was only one good song on that whole album. I don't care. It's an unpopular opinion. I know. There was only one, and that was, what was it? Never Been. I used to bump the Chopped and Screwed version of that, like, every day. But, other than that, because I had already fallen off him at that point, man.
That's cool.
Like, I used to work at Fury's, and his Rolling Papers mixtape came out, and all the white kids were all like,
That was the most Pittsburgh thing you've said in a while, by the way.
Yeah, well, you know where I'm from. Yins know where I'm from. But so we had to be there at like 7:30 in the morning or something, and they're up in the parking lot. I had to fucking walk to work. This college boy in his brand new Subaru or whatever his mom bought him, they're up in the parking lot smoking weed and bumping Wiz Khalifa's album. And I'm down just sitting in front of the store waiting for the chick with the keys to come, like, listening to Korn. Listening to Korn, and I think it was like Korn featuring Skrillex. Like, you know, I was like,
that
what
shit?
the fuck is wrong here? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you kids are fucking lame, and so is Wiz Khalifa.
Yo, Pittsburgh?
That was my little sister's favorite rapper for a while. Like, yeah.
Right. That makes me ask the question, though. So, being from Pittsburgh, we love this city.
Mm-hmm. I do.
But this is a city where we constantly shit on people from the city, which is funny.
Wiz Khalifa ain't from Pittsburgh, first off.
I
know, he put us on the map a little
He
bit.
really didn't.
And
He really didn't. Jeff Goldblum did.
You know?
Tom Savini did.
You know?
Shout out to Tom Savini. I hope you're doing okay, man.
Even, fine. And at least Mac Miller was from here, all right? I said it.
So that was
one
going to
good
be my
thing
next
about
question.
Mac Miller.
Who do you really, even though we like to shit on people from
just don't
Pittsburgh,
like Mac
who do we
Miller,
think put on Pittsburgh the most?
I don't know. There are a lot of like underground rappers and shit in Pittsburgh too. There's been a bunch of them that, well, I don't know. I've never been to another state and heard somebody, you know, put on one of these rappers. But you know, even all right, Jimmy Wapo. Jimmy Wapo got really popular. He was a good rapper.
So let's see. We got Gene Kelly.
Okay.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that's right, Michael Keaton.
Joe Manganiello.
I
can never pronounce Joe Manganiello.
Oh, that dude.
I can never pronounce his name. We got Fred Rogers.
Yep.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yep.
Zachary Quinto.
See, I like a lot of these people.
Christina Aguilera. Dan Marino.
Yeah, Dan Marino.
We got Mark Cuban. Dennis Miller, really. They can keep him.
I never knew that. Yeah. Right? That makes sense.
Billy Gardell. They can keep him. We got Shirley Jones. Oh, Shirley Jones. Never mind. Already won. Shirley Jones, most famous person from Pittsburgh.
Whoa.
Jackie Evancho, or whatever her name is, from here. The chick that won American. That chick right there. I didn't know she was from here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, hey guys.
She looks like she's from here.
I did not know that half these people were from here, to be honest with you.
Right.
Bill Nunn. I knew this nigga was from here.
Yeah, I'm not hating on. Really?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, but
I'm
if
not
you ask
hating
me.
on them because they're out of Pittsburgh, obviously. I just don't like those two specifically.
That's fair.
You know, I'm not into it.
If you're going to ask me, out of all these people who represented what I think Pittsburgh really stood for the most, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Come on, let's be real.
No, bro. I mean, Mr. Rogers was probably the best person on that list, but I mean, what does Pittsburgh stand for? Like, my neighbors aren't that friendly. Like, if we're gonna get like you said the wrong thing.
But he made you believe. But he made you believe.
No, for sure.
It's a beautiful day in his neighborhood.
I don't see a lot of belief in people's eyes when I walk through my neighborhood. I'm just saying, like, I'm not from Upper St. Clair, dog. You know what I mean? From Wilkinsburg.
Where was Mr. Rogers filmed, by the way?
I have no idea.
That makes me wonder. Hey,
Well,
guys.
it's filmed in a studio, probably at QED headquarters or some shit. Wherever the fuck that was.
I mean,
Because the zoom in, the zoom out, that was a set. That was a miniature set.
that is true.
Yeah, so it's not like he was actually in a house on some street.
Well, how do you know? Maybe it was his house. Maybe it was his house and Mr. Rogers.
Are you high right now, John?
I am high as shit,
Like,
as always.
It's like, oh yeah, that's right. That
Duh.
was a miniature
Was
set.
he in
Like,
Latrobe?
yeah, what the fuck?
Hey, listen, he was from Latrobe. He could have filmed in Latrobe.
Okay.
Represent Latrobe.
You're right.
Fuck you. Look at this motherfucker. Don't believe in magic of cinema. You sure they're not on goddamn Titan right now?
I just don't believe Pittsburghers are all that friendly. Guess they can be. We get pissed easy. I've noticed that. People are always like, once someone starts fighting, like, it's a fight normally.
I think it's in the water, in the air.
Maybe.
Oh, the steel.
I
metal.
almost fought some old dude on my way here. Let's do someone was turning around. All right, follow me real quick, right? Two lanes.
Follow me.
2 lanes. I'm coming past. I'm
Two.
coming on West Liberty. Like, the beer store's on my right? Or I think I was going to, like, put laundry and some shit.
West Liberty sucks if you guys don't know this.
Yeah, and so somebody was turning into the beer store. I had to slow down, but, like, my car's got fast pickup, so I picked right back up, and this dude's already switching in my lane with no turn signal, and he, like, goes halfway, and then he sees me. I slow down a little bit, and I'm like, well, pick a lane. He gets in, then he brake checks me. It's like, yo. So I sped around him, cut him off. Then I went to my exit ramp, and I'm just waiting. Like, I stopped on the exit ramp. Like, please have taken this exit. Because I'm going to ask you what the fuck your problem is.
Right.
Like, I can't stand when I just don't know how to drive. Oh, my God.
So, I don't have any road rage stories. I do have a funny.
Really? You have no road
Not
rage?
not recently.
Do you
no.
have road rage? Do you get it?
Yeah,
Yeah?
inside the car, inside my little box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My thing is more I like fucking with people. Like, if you happen to look over at me in traffic, I'm probably gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like, we're in South Fayette, driving through Bridgeville, And I haven't seen this in a while, especially since the whole Trump thing's been over, and since he's talked about people vaccinating themselves and everybody's turned on him.
Yeah.
But you happen to see the pickup truck with the Trump flag on the back, Trump 2024. You know what I mean? Fuck Biden and all that shit. And I pull up next to the guy, and I'm banging my music. And the guy looks over at me, and I just put my hand in my chest and give him the Nazis.
That's fucked up, John.
He's like, what the fuck? I just mouth to him, you're a bitch. And I just drive off.
What is wrong with you, bro?
I mean,
that's funny, dude.
He's a fucking asshole, man.
Yeah, fuck him.
I hope I confused and upset him all at the same fucking time.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about him. Listen, the other day, some dude. Okay, here's the closest one I have ever raised recently. I'm driving down fucking the Parkway, and if you're from Pittsburgh, you know the Parkway fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Motherfucker cut me off in this big ass fucking truck. You know what I mean? You know, one of those fucking, hey, my dick is small, and my wife is gonna leave me eventually for nigga trucks.
Yeah.
I love those trucks. He fucking cuts me off. We both get to the fucking Bridgeville exit, and it's busy as shit. I go one lane going right. He goes one going on the left. And we were playing this little game where I was just beating up and getting on his ass, just fucking with him the whole time. You know what I mean? Just because he was an asshole. So I just wanted him to have to keep looking in his mirror and just look at me and see me just right under his ass. So finally we get to the exit. I look over and I just give him the jerk off hand signal. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just looking dead in his eyes and just jerking off, just looking at him, just making him uncomfortable as fuck. I'm that weirdo, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm the dude that mouths words to people when I'm singing my songs. If you look at me and I see you laughing because I'm over there killing it and I'm dancing to my shit, I'm going to look you dead in the face and I'm just going to sing it to you. And you don't know what I'm singing. I could be serenading or fucking talking about killing your family. You don't fucking know.
I'm good for that.
Hi, guys. I'm an asshole.
I don't give a shit.
Like, listen, man, I lived a long fucking 32 years on this planet, man. I tell people all the time, I feel like our generation has aged more than any generation before us or after us. Because, like, yeah, we didn't have to fucking build a country with our hands and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, or work on a farm. But never in this country or in the world has mentality been fucked with this much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, working hard and physically grinding is one thing. You know what I mean? Like, you get your body used to that. But how do you get your body used to being shit on 24/7 mentally, visually, just having things just popped in your face? Like, it's one thing when you know what I mean? Like, hey, you live in your little corner of the world and shit sucks. But you're living with the shit that sucks in that little corner of the world.
Right.
We had to live growing up having to care about everywhere in the world. Because, like, hey, man, you don't care about Africa? Well, here, look at these starving kids with the flies on their faces and McLaughlin singing a sad-ass song to you. Yep. Hey, guys, you don't care about the Middle East? Well, let's show you some videos about terrorists taking American hostage prisoners. My mom and dad have never seen shit like that until, like, our day and age. And this is the shit we grow up with, bro.
All right, I saw the towers fall, man. Oh, you don't care about terrorism? Well, we're going to incite terror in your own country.
Like, think about that. Like, our parents literally had to think about war other places. We literally got the first terrorist attack on our own home soil. Like, we were children.
And I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with 9/11.
Duh.
But some of you that were too young to actually remember, you got to remember that this wasn't just a thing that happened. Imagine if this happened right now in some city. Like, we didn't know. We didn't know what was next. The first one hit, thought it might have been an accident. We were pretty sure it was. I thought it might have been a terrible accident. Second one hit, and now there are more planes that they lost. One of them was heading our way. Like, we were fucking panicked that day. I was only like 11 or 12, but I was 12. But we were fucking panicked. We didn't know. We didn't know if it was coming for Pittsburgh. Like, we didn't know if it was coming, for a city building. Like, we didn't know. So it really was. It was terrifying. It definitely was. For me, at least, because I understood the connotations of what the fuck was happening. Like, we don't know what's next. Is this a whole thing where, like, they're going to bomb every city in the United States like you see in the movies? Because they just did it to New York. They just did it to Washington, D.C. One's coming for fucking Pennsylvania. Like, hey, yo.
So, and also, just to let you guys know, we're talking about 9/11 because we didn't talk about it last time. You know what I mean? We did some self-reflecting and talking about it. And before the month's over, we just want to reflect on, you know what I mean, the day that nobody should forget, as they say. My thing about 9/11 that I think is interesting is everything that happened after 9/11. Because I always tell people 9/11 itself was like, it's funny when you think about it 20 years later. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But you kind of forget of things that happened in the moment. Like, you forget about news stories talking about, hey, Or you remember the articles that read, "Hey, was it our reckoning? Was it our time coming?" When you hear like scientists and people talk about like, "Hey, look at America had it coming." It's one of those things like think about all the things we built up and all the things all the hatred around the world. Like we literally sat here with this cockiness talking about how impenetrable our borders were.
Yeah,
and literally, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's funny you go back and you forget things like that happening. And people saying things like that, and it becomes the blanket thing that everybody forgets, everybody loves. Because you got to also forget, remember how we became united by 9/11 was them adopting the mentality of if you're not with us, you're against us.
Yeah.
That's literally George Bush went on television and said that himself. We literally had black and white people raging war on brown people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Common enemy. Everyone was so calm that year, too. There wasn't.
For a year.
Yeah, because we all hated, the Taliban, Al-Qaeda. We all hated, the brown terrorists on the other side of the world instead of each other.
And then for some reason, we decided, and I mean, I'm perfectly fine with this, but for some reason, people decided to lose their mind because Obama. You know what I mean? Like, we literally had a terrorist attack country, and the next president is a goddamn, you know what I mean? And then for some reason, that was residually gypped onto us because we supported him. So because then we became anti-American because we're black and we support the black president. It's so funny how all that works,
Yeah.
That's what I don't forget.
I will admit, the first time I voted for him was because he was black. I was like, a black guy's actually in the running and might win. Well, guess where my vote's going? You know what I mean? Second time was because he didn't do too bad of a job. And honestly, I never paid attention to that much politics. But that's who I would want. The type of guy that I would want to be representing America. You know what I mean? Well-spoken, smart, witty, like he kind of walks like a badass. You know what I mean? Like Trump. And don't even get me started on Biden. Look, I'm not a Trump or a Biden supporter, okay, guys? But, like, they're both fucking dumb. They're both dumb old white guys. They both embarrass the shit out of me.
I would rather have the head of Richard Nixon in a jar from future vice president.
Because those guys are both embarrassing. You know what I mean?
Fucking embarrassing.
I swear. Where's the garbage can?
There's a fucking garbage can. I want to kick it. Oh, man. So, I mean, that's our quick feelings on 9/11. Hey, guys, if you lost anybody, support, shout out, all love. If you didn't and you were just affected by the day, support, love, shout out. Hey, America, support, love, shout out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
God bless the USA, man.
God bless the USA. Listen, where else can we go? 12 o'clock in the morning. Get a bucket of fried chicken. Beer.
Right.
Smoke. Buy, like, water or some shit. Throw the stuff in the water. Piss in it. Go walk and be like, I'm in from Pittsburgh.
Yep. Scream about God. Scream about how you hate God and the president on your way home.
And then you get to go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning.
A gun under your pillow.
You know what I mean? God bless America, man.
Right. Cook some bacon in the morning.
God bless America. I'm going to make a fucking country album. If Nelly can fucking do it, why can't I?
Oh, my God.
I have Brad Paisley on that shit. Hey, yo, Brad Paisley.
Well, Nelly's always been kind of country.
I've always been kind of country.
Like fucking Lil Nas X. He started out like kind of country.
I feel like sometimes I have a little bit of Darius Rucker in me.
Yeah.
I love this country in my fortress.
What's he from? He's from Smashing Pumpkins. No, Hootie and the Blowfish, right?
Hootie. He was Hootie. What the fuck's a Hootie and a Blowfish? Limp Bizkit joke. Ah, man. Listen. So, wait, would you not listen to my country album?
No.
Oh, well.
Well, yes. I wouldn't listen to it on repeat, but I'd have to listen to it at least once just because it's you.
Would it be the worst album you ever listened to front to back?
No. I can guarantee you not. I've listened to a lot of shit, bro. And I have a lot of friends who've been in music. So, like, some of them weren't as good as some of the others. You know what I mean?
I've always found it hard to approach somebody who's really bad, because I'm usually pretty straightforward about things. But when I know it's like something you're really passionate about, I'd rather give you criticism and try to make you better than fucking shit on you.
Yeah, for sure.
But you ever have those people where it's just like, it's really hard to find something nice to say about what they think they're good at?
Yeah. Oh, like I told you, I was an audio engineer and a producer for many amounts of years. Like I was the only one of my friends who knew how to use the board, and you know what I mean, knew what the effects and all the freaking knobs on these DAWs were. So I've had a lot of people in my studio that like some of them it's like there's nothing you can do. You straight up have to like change the tone of their voice completely, like chop and screw it or like chop it up. Some people couldn't remember or like write down anything, but they would freestyle real good. There were some people that even though they wrote it down, they couldn't recite it correctly. There were some people who didn't get it at all, couldn't stay on key, weren't talking, wasn't even talking about the right kind of shit rhythmically or anything like that. Like people that thought they could sing and were just fucking god awful. Like I've seen so many people come in that studio that just are fucking. I should have told them to get out and leave immediately, but instead, like you said, like I'm not rude and I do like to help people. So constructive criticism, I give them some tips, try to work with them however I can, and if they're happy with the finished product, then there you go. I mean, I normally wasn't, but that's all I could do. Like there's nothing that I could do to make it better.
See, that's why I hate to be that person because I know it makes me sound like a big asshole, but I am a big asshole, so fuck it. I could never be a musical producer or engineer or something like that because I could never accept the job from somebody I don't fuck with. Like, I don't care the bag that you drop on my table. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck. Like,
that's why a lot of producers they are assholes.
I couldn't fuck with Future.
You gotta be an asshole.
Like you drop it, like Future could drop the biggest bag on my table, and I'm like, Future, I don't like your music. Sorry, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But then like. You look at, like, a Trippie Redd can come in and drop a bag, and I'm like, yeah, I'll fuck with this nigga. And you could be like, yo, that's fucking weird. You know what I mean? Obviously, one's a better artist than the other, but that's your fucking opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and plus, I feel like, you got to work with what you know anyways. If somebody comes in and is trying to do something that you don't normally do, it's like, I don't know. Like, I remember we tried to get something produced when we were doing open mic nights and shit. Me and a couple other people. And this guy, there was like a rap part in it, and this guy was used to recording bands on like this really old DAW. I forget which one it was, but it's something that like producers do not use anymore. Like I've seen it once, and he just he didn't get it. He couldn't put it together. He was asking us to do all kinds of stuff that like, you know what I mean? We just didn't do it like that. I forget specifically some of the things that he was asking for us in the booth, but I was like, this isn't how we really do it. Just take 2 takes, we'll do ad-libs, fucking, and then, like, string it together, you know what I mean? But he didn't work like that. He, like, wanted one continuous fucking thing, and it was just like, dude, you don't get it. Needless to say, the song never actually got mixed down and fucking sent out anywhere. But that's all right.
It's so funny. It's you realize when it comes down to the nitty-gritty of doing stuff like that, like, it's a lot more work than you think it is. You think it's just going in, somebody listens, you put music to it, bling, bang, boom, a song's made. But it's chemistry even with the person who's sitting at the desk working your shit.
Because you as an artist have a picture in your head, a sound in your head of how you want that to sound. You know what I mean? And that might not even be right because these are audio producers. Like they work with music all day, every day, so they might have better ideas. If you guys don't vibe and can't come to that general consensus of we both like this and think this sounds great, then it's probably not going to be good. Because if you like it more than your producer does, he's not going to put all the effort into it. And if he likes it more than you do, and you can't do it that way, then once again,
not feeling it.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Facts. I mean, I've never made music for long periods of time, but I understand when it comes to like even trying to select a beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even that, like, the producer that made that beat is still the person behind that beat. So it's like, you still gotta think. So if you listen to a horror person's catalog and like, I don't fuck with anything you make, it isn't like they're gonna magically go in their bag, pull something out and be like, yeah, you like this. So it's not like if you don't fuck with an artist, you now fucking with that artist is gonna make them make something you like. It's still their style. It's still them.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean,
and there have been times where some of the best producers I ever worked with, because I used to rap for fucking years, from like 17 to I'd say 25 or so. So I still have a SoundCloud, I'm pretty sure, but some of the best producers that I've ever worked with, like, it's easy, it's streamlined. You go in there, like, either I have a beat that I just want them to record, I want them to record me on, or like for some of the better ones, I just go in, they'd show me samples of shit, or I just start freestyling some of their shit, and all of a sudden they're like, I have one for you, can you use that verse, you know what I mean, that you just spit to me? I'm like, yeah, I'm like I've got a freaking Bible in my head. You know what I mean? And normally they would. They're like, I have one I think you're going to like. It would go great with that. They'd put it on. I'd start spitting it, and we both look at each other like, yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. Queued up. I'm going in the studio. I'm going in the booth. Let's get it.
That's why I respect the rise of type beats.
Yeah.
When you can just go into YouTube and be like, I want a type beat of something like, because then, as dumb as and people say it is, think about it. If you listen to an artist, you're gonna probably rap like you're probably gonna. Let's say, for example, when we were growing up, people we looked up to, I used to sit in my room and try to rap like DMX. I used to try to rap like Jadakiss. I used to try to rap like these dudes.
Do it.
So my influences growing up were going to be those dudes. So if I feel like I molded my style after them, then going on and being able to find like a Jadakiss rap beat would probably work better for my style. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate that being a thing now. That's pretty dope.
Well, I mean, I know how to describe the kind of beat I want. But not everybody's that musically inclined.
Facts.
So even if some of these people, I wouldn't say like are your influences, but if you enjoy their music and like you know what kind of beats these dudes like, and those are the kind of beats you like as well. Even if you don't rap like them, it's easy to find the kind of beat that you're looking for because a lot of these people rap on the same kinds of beats, and a lot of these beats for these different rappers are made by like the same producer for rapper to rapper. You know what I mean? They have who does Drake work with? That one fucking dude, and I forget his name. But like all Drake beats sound pretty similar. Even if he's not working with that producer, it's still like it's got like some soft singing in the background, like real low, and fast hi-hats, deep 808s, that kind of thing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's
literally. I literally just described a Drake beat like this. Undoubtedly.
Was it 40? Yeah, 40 is his producer.
Yeah, 40.
Oh man, and because that's why, like I said, if I ever look for a beat, I like doing tight beats because it's hard to go into a studio and be like, yo, I want something that sounds like Baby Keem, mixed with Ice Cube, mixed with Pussy Farts, mixed with like.
Unless you have a phenomenal producer, I know a couple people who could do it.
I mean, we might have to hook up with one.
One of them's in Dormont. He's one of the best producers I've ever worked with. He's really good, and you look up his beat page, I swear. Matter of fact, I'm going to give him a free plug anyways. It's Basement Beats. All Chad right. Reese. Jesse, he had a brother, Jesse Reese. They used to do it together.
Plug.
Rest in peace, Jesse. But Chad still, I'm pretty sure he's still doing his thing, and he's a phenom. It's some of these beats are good. They've given me a couple for free just because they're like, we really like what you did with that. Like, you don't even have to pay for this when you already paid for recording time and shit.
I realized that this became a real Inside Pittsburgh episode.
It did. I know we had so many other topics to talk about, and we just kind of trailed off.
Really, just trailed off and talked about Pittsburgh
and music, and
I mean, let's keep. I mean, listen. A lot of people.
It is.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand, like, because here, I'll even be that guy. Fuck all you motherfuckers who leave here and talk about like, oh, there's so many better places to be. Because the sad thing is, most y'all fucking come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or how are you motherfuckers that move here and then all you do all day is shit about how you could be anywhere else? Then go somewhere else. This is one of the highest. This is one of the like. Put it this way: the cost of living here is expensive as fuck. So it's not like Pittsburgh's cheap. So you literally can go somewhere else and live cheaper, but you chose to live here.
Yeah, like Cambodia. They say that Pittsburgh is like one of the most livable cities in the United States.
Livable, not affordable. Affordable is a whole different thing, my brother.
Okay.
Our rent is comparable to a major city, and we're not a major fucking city.
Oh well, trust me, I know.
You know what I mean?
I renovate houses.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, y'all motherfuckers choose to stay here because this fucking city is something else. Because
it is nice, bro. There's a lot of things to do here. We got good food. The people aren't super evil. And we do got a lot of hills and shit. That's the only complaint I have. But our city and our this part of the country is gorgeous. I've been other places. I'm like, where are the fucking trees? Where are the hills? Where's the water at? You know what I mean?
We have water. We have trees. We have
little creeks.
We are one of the few. Like, think about this. So this is a city where, like, I know I'm about to sound real yuppie and shit, but you can go sit by the water. Yeah. You can go to a golf course. You can go to an amusement park. You can go to a goddamn water park. You can go downtown and enjoy festivals. You can go to a theater. You can go to movies. We still got malls. There is things that you can do here.
You can go skiing, like fucking
skiing. You can go
like
skiing an hour up,
40
an hour
minutes
up,
from here.
north. You're going skiing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's so
if you
much
go,
you can do here,
if you
man.
go an hour west, you know what I mean? You're in the middle of the country, middle of the state, and you got trees and hunting and camping. You go fucking, you know what I mean? You go east, it's just, I mean,
there's
so much.
lots of culture here. We got all kinds of different culture. You go down the strip district.
We got Polish
you know?
people. We got Asian culture.
Italian
we got
people go Bloomfield.
Indians,
Italians,
Italian. You know what I mean? Listen,
got a
I
bunch
love.
of, Indian
Hey,
people
shout out to
now.
all the Jewish people. I love my Jewish people.
Oh yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? I love this city, bro. I really do. Like, I tell people, this is my home, man. I can't for it.
It's gorgeous. It's not, depending on what neighborhood you go into, it's not super dangerous everywhere you go. You know what I mean?
Go get pierogi somewhere else better.
Right.
I bet. I dare you.
I know. We got
dare
permanis.
you.
We got pierogies.
Oh, you guys want a
What's
Pittsburgh sandwich? Go get a Pittsburgh sandwich somewhere else. Fuck you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Find it.
They're not going to do that.
Coleslaw on a sandwich.
You know what I mean? But that shit's us, and that shit's fire.
Super good.
I mean, listen, I remember fucking.
I do love Pittsburgh. Yeah.
I do. I'm originally from up north. You know what I mean? So it's like not even far. So technically, like outskirts of Pittsburgh. I was like, but like, I remember used to come into the city back in the day, and like we go to like Sandcastle or we visit family, and it was always something we had to do when we were here. Like we always had to do, and it was funny because it was always something new. It was always something new to do when you went to the city.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and as dumb as and as redneck as that sounds, that's what it is. Like when you come into Pittsburgh, there's always something to do.
Yeah, and it doesn't always have to be like tourist shit. Like there's just, you can just like walk around, or you find something to do. There's always like different artsy things going on. Shit, it's like no matter where I look, there's like something new that's artsy going on around the city. You know, even like I was at the zoo a couple weeks.
Our
back.
zoo's
They
fucking
had,
fantastic.
Yeah, and we have a zoo.
Fucking fantastic
It
zoo.
is nice aquarium, all that.
One of the better rated
know?
zoos in the country.
Yep. But they had that Asian Lantern Festival there, so there was all kinds of cool shit set up there. I was like, wow, this is pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie, like I am a real ass nigga, but this is nice. I like this.
Hey, so like I said, for all you people who fucking hate, man, like I want you to literally come up with a list and tell me how all these places that you want to go to are better than Pittsburgh.
Don't nobody want to fucking live on the beach, bro. Get the
No,
fuck
who
outta
does
here.
that? Who wants to do that
Beaches
shit?
are
Fuck
dirty
you.
tourist towns. It's always hot. There's sand everywhere. Everything's fucking overpriced. Like the beach is great, but like no, I would not want to live on a fucking beach. To visit, buy a house on the beach to visit, like even if it's 5 times a year.
Oh no!
Sure.
Don't forget,
But
we're from Pittsburgh. Don't forget, everybody from Pittsburgh has to move to one of the Carolinas or Florida.
yeah, right.
It's one of the Carolinas or Florida, and then they always fucking come back because it's boring as fuck.
Yup.
Oh, I was more bored in Pittsburgh. No, you weren't. No, the fuck you weren't.
There's so much to do.
There is. Listen, shout out to the city, man. Shout out to the 412. I love you.
Yeah.
My love song to you. We capped so hard for Pittsburgh. For people who don't have the P on us anywhere, huh?
You know. But hey, guys, sorry we trailed off so much on this episode, you know. But we still, I believe there were still some very unwashed opinions strewn in there.
This episode was a little bit more serious just because we've both been doing a lot of self-reflecting, and we wanted you guys to really slow down and realize that everything's about the jokes. Sometimes you got to worry about yourself, think about self-help. Sometimes you got to think about your surroundings and enjoy being in the moment. And today we kind of just both enjoyed being in the moment.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
For the first time in a long time, for real, you know?
And that's John's take. Personally, I don't give a fuck about what any of you do. You're all
Lies.
trash to me, just like I'm trash to myself. I do not care about anything or anyone, myself included. So, yeah, kick rocks. Yeah. You know, stay washed.
Peace.